right, fellas.
We got some Flames of War coming. We're going to go back to night fighting. Now, we did have one night fighting battle on the channel. We actually filmed another one, but I had some technical difficulties with that. So that one was a Soviet-German battle, so that's what we're doing again today. I don't think I'm using the same force, but...
somewhat close,
yeah.
But that's usually how it is, I guess, though, too.
I can't remember. I do like IS-2, so I was probably gravitating towards that. But there's no evidence of that battle, so who knows? All right, so we are playing a night fighting battle, which is comes out of the German Berlin book. It's in the back of the German Berlin book, so it's a dedicated night fighting. We made Sean as the German player, the attacker, because it makes sense, and me as the defender. So let's go over your army, and then I'll go over mine, and then we'll talk a little bit about the mission.
Sounds good. So I think this is the Clausewitz infrared group. So I got one HQ Panther, and then I got another platoon of 3 Panthers with the Yoo-Hoo or the Owl. Then I got the Jagd Panthers also with the Owl. And then I have I think it's a Panzersturm group, so they all have the SCG 44s and Panzerfaust, and they're also Reluctant Veteran. That's kind of like the main core of the force. And then also I have the AA. Oh, actually, so I am using a card for this. It's just -1 point over the Ostwind. You get the mobile wagons.
Gotcha.
So I think that's all the core. And then for the reconnaissance, I have just the Pumas, one with, I think, the 2-centimeter gun, one with, I forget what it is. Maybe it's 45 millimeter or something. It just had, cannon. And then to save the little points here, I went with the Volks artillery. That might hurt me because it is harder to range in, but they're so cheap, and I wanted to change my list from the last time. I kind of needed some points to be freed up.
Gotcha.
And then I used the bed bugs. I think I tried to use them one other time on the channel, and I don't even think they came in from reserve, so I threw those in there. Okay. They're not bad, too, 5 points. They can do something.
Okay. And do you have any cards in your list?
No, just the one to get the mobile wagons, the free point.
Gotcha. All right, and then I'm running a Guard IS-2 regiment as my primary formation. So I have an HQ of 1 IS-2. Then I have 2 platoons of IS-2s, 3 each, one on the table and one over there in reserves. And then also in the core formation, I have this larger SMG company. So that's my core formation, 4 units in that. Outside of my formation, I've got a unit of rifles. I think these are just straight up rifles. Both of these guys have been upgraded with the Panzerfaust upgrade. So they've got a limit to, so they can basically take 2 shots each per turn. I've got a unit of BA-64 armored cars camped out behind that field. They're probably just having a good time, playing some poker. And then also in reserve, last but not least, I have a unit of 4 T-34-85s. So the way that this mission works is, as a defender, I chose table quarters. So I chose this one and that one. Then Sean got to pick his table quarter to deploy in, and then the opposite table quarter he's attacking. So he obviously picked that one. He also placed an objective. He placed this one in one of my deployment areas, and then this one kind of in no man's land. So it's kind of close to my area, as you can see, but I couldn't start on it.
I think I placed that one a little too close to the forest and your deployment zone, but we'll figure it out.
We'll see what happens. So I do have an edge on infantry versus you, but all my guys are hit on 3s in this list, so I'm not, at night fighting, it's going to be interesting. So the night fighting rules for this, we'll go over them in more detail as they come up, but basically it's darkness, so the whole battle is fought in darkness. There's no chance of the sun rising. And because of that, everything is +1 harder to hit, +1 harder to range in.
Tactical only, +1 for cross checks.
Yeah.
And then you just roll 1 dice times 4 to see how far you can see. I think once you shoot, then you become visible at any range. I think the +1 to hit still applies though. Yeah. And then I just have the owls, which I can just max out, I think, to a 32-inch auto spot a team that has and everyone has infrared, can see that one team.
Gotcha. All right. So, and I believe you have the first turn. Oh, for winning, you can win on any turn. and you will lose if on turn 6 you're not within 8 or 16 of an objective or something like that. So there we go. So we'll see if the Soviets can push through, or sorry, we'll see if the Germans can push through and if the Soviets can hang on until their delayed reserves come in, because that's going to be at least 3 turns. All right, so let's go into German movement, turn 1.
All right.
German movement's done. What'd you do, Sean?
All right, I misspoke a little bit. So you can do more in tackle. You can do a cross-country dash. So that
Terrain dash.
Oh, terrain. Yeah, terrain dash.
Yeah.
So it kind of got me up to 14 on the Panthers. Some of them 12. Some of them were the same. So the nice thing about that, it actually gave me the option of getting a little bit, either using the follow me or the blitz, because some of my guys are reluctant. You know, you don't want, if I have to do the follow me, whatever worked out for the math to get farther and have a better chance, that's what I did.
Right.
So I was able to scoot these guys in here. He failed to follow me. I moved my commander out here. I mean, he's in the open for shots, but in the darkness, you're pretty safe out there. And then maybe they'll draw them out, you know. Maybe I'll regret it. These guys were able to kind of sneak back here. I kept these guys in place because it does somewhat shut down certain areas, and then I just got the little bed bugs out here.
Okay. So with that, you don't have any shooting, but you are going to try to range in some artillery, right?
Yeah, you want me to go straight into that?
Yeah, let's go ahead if that's all you got. So you're going to try to range in somewhere over here. We're going to worry about rolling first, and then we'll figure out how to maximize your template.
Sounds good. This might hurt me because I don't think I bought the spot. I didn't buy the spotter, and these guys are only at 4s normally, so it's going to be 5s.
5s because of night. Yeah.
So let's see if I can get that.
First attempt. Nope.
Let's get that second attempt. Nope. And let's try that third attempt. Oof.
Well, thank goodness for night. I didn't think I'd say that this battle, but
I think the last 2 games we played, I was getting so lucky on the. I think I ranged in like first time every time. I was using veterans, but still, I was just like automatic.
All right, so with that's the end of German turn 1. I'm 1 turn closer to my reserves. Let's go into Soviet turn 1. All right, movement's done for the Soviets. I drove one guy out to point his gun this way. I was hoping I could get a shot, but I only rolled a 1 on the night vision table, so he's only seeing 4 inches. He can't see those guys. And then I moved my armored cars from behind there to there. With the slowness of the advance, I don't think you can get behind me with anything yet. And with them being scouts, even though they moved, they're still going to be gone to ground unless you can get around the side. So I think they're okay for another turn. And I think that's my turn 1. So, Sean, we're going to go into German turn 2.
Sounds good.
Sean, movement's over. What'd you do?
Just kind of tucked everyone up. I think I'm going to attempt to shoot this time.
Okay.
So I did more tacticals. Trying to move the Gag Panthers to the center. This one might be the easiest, but if I get everything in the center, things can change. I could try to wheel around. These guys were actually able to pass their blitz and move into range. So I think they might attempt to shoot this time. Hopefully they're just annoying pest and just an artillery bombardment. And hopefully I can just start whittling down the force.
All right,
soften it up a bit.
Where do you want to start?
So I think I'll just do the shooting first, and then I'll do the barrage. Hopefully, get lucky and be able to do it. So I think the first guys I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spot with the Yoo-hoo on these guys onto this guy, just so I don't have to roll for it, and then just shoot with these guys into there.
All right. Is it still concealed?
Yeah, these ones are gonna be concealed.
Concealed. So I'm base 3. So 4, 5 for concealed, gone to ground. It's just short range though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. And then +1 for night, right?
Yeah.
So 6.
Yeah. So I think these are worth shooting just because normally if you had something on there, I wouldn't do it, but your reserves still don't come in, so I think they're safe. Shots. Yeah. So let's do some 6s. Nope.
Okay.
And then the next ones I think will come in. I think I'll go ahead and shoot these ones right here.
Gotcha.
And I'll target this guy.
So
I think
this guy probably kind of be out in the open, it looks like.
And then this one, I think, is like that. I don't know if that's... So would you still get cover on this one?
You can probably see better than me.
Oh,
so you tell me.
Maybe I should get down there. So the thing is, I can see from like this wheel over.
Yeah. So.
And then this guy would totally be concealed, I think.
Okay, so 2 not concealed, and then 1 concealed.
So I'll do the 4 not concealed, so I think it would be just 4s for the knight.
3s, 4s for the knight, yep.
So I'll do this one on there, so 4s. Okay, I got 1.
Okay.
And then the other one I think is going to be up to 6 says, or 7.
6s, unless you're slow firing.
No, but...
So it'll be just like those guys shooting.
Oh, yeah, they
Did they need to roll to see?
Oh, they do. So let me do that.
Okay.
So, see what I can get to see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no problem.
And then the other...
I made you roll that 5.
Yeah. And then, let's see if I can get the
So he needs a
6s
6,
there.
okay. All right, so 1 hit there. What's the AT on those guys?
I think it's 7, but let me double check.
Let's see if I can roll a 6. I'm front armor 1 on these armored cars.
Yeah, so it's a 7.
Hey, a 7. Look at that.
So it meets it, right?
It meets it, yep.
All right, 4 up to bail. He's got the bail.
Got the bail. Well, that's, I guess, could have been worse. All right, next up.
All right, then I guess I'll go ahead and just roll to see with, I guess I'll roll to see with him.
Can't he spot, doesn't he have infrared?
He does, but let's just look this one up later because I don't think I'll roll for it. But I think I actually get to roll 2 dice if I don't use the Yoo-hoo. I have to use this. I think I use 2 dice, and I think I picked the highest.
Gotcha. Actually, he's just shooting right through there, so he couldn't target him anyway.
Right.
He's the one that's lit up.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your fancy tokens that you keep forgetting to bring?
Oh, here they are.
Okay.
Boom.
So he's lit up with infrared light. So we're going to see how far your Panther HQ can see?
Yeah, so the only other thing is maybe if I could... Yeah, I don't really think he can even see out to there. But I guess I could double up with this guy. But I don't know if he can see through my own tanks. So, but let's just go ahead and roll to see. I think I get 2 dice and I pick the highest. So
12 inches, yeah.
See if that's going to make it. So I think that's in range.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it looks like it's just barely in range.
Okay.
Or, I don't know. I think I need 6s though. So 1 shot, 6s. Nope. So he shot, and then I guess I'll go with these guys. Let's see how far they can see 1 die. So that's going to be 16, yeah. All right, so I'll go ahead and I have the 2 centimeter, and then this one I know is 9.
18, 9.
So I'll do this one first, 6s.
Okay.
2 shots. Nope. And then let's get that 18, 9 with the 6. Nope. And then front armor 1, I got the machine guns. I don't think I need to worry about you not being able to see or whatever, so I think I'll just go ahead and fire the machine guns onto them.
Gotcha.
Because it'd be 2 against 1, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If you can see him, you could roll a 1.
So these ones, you get to also roll then 2 dice.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, they can see.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna get 3 shots each for these guys. I only got this many dice right
They
now.
don't
So
have 4. All right, well, 2 at a time.
all right. Is it each machine gun is like +1 or something to the additional shot?
That's how the old version was. Now it's just whatever's on their card, but it averages out to that. So I'm wondering if they have 4 shots.
Let me see.
Each.
I think I can pull it up pretty quick, so I'll check it.
All right, so each one of these gets 4 shots, and we're looking for 6s.
All right, so the first one.
1 at a time. No.
Second one. Nope.
No.
Third one.
I got 1 so far. Okay.
And then.
You got 2. All right, which 2 do you want to hit?
Let's go ahead and just. I don't know. Let's just target these 2.
Those 2. All right. Bounce and bounce.
All right.
Okay.
I think that
Nach
goes
Panthers.
to. They dashed.
Oh, they dashed. Okay.
And then.
So artillery.
Yeah. Let's.
And one of these guys.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do the artillery first.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead and just try to get the 6s on those guys, I suppose.
Okay.
So let's do that first attempt somewhere in the terrain that I can.
Yeah, as far in as you can see. Yeah.
Let's see what I can do.
Second attempt. And
Let's see the third attempt. No.
Okay, well that Volks artillery is living up to its name.
I don't think I would hit normally with veteran on these too, so it's not too bad. These guys are all in range of here. I guess I got to roll to see if I can see, and I guess that's what decide if I can shoot or not.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's just do 3 shots into them. So.
All right, so here's the deal. He moved, so if you target him.
But that would be front armor.
But it would be front.
And this guy did not move, right?
He did not move or shoot, so he's gone to ground. So he'd be harder to hit.
Oh, so he'll actually be on.
So he'd be 6s. He'd be 5s because he's still concealed. Because I'm 3 base, 4 for concealment, 5 because of the auto knight is just adding 1.
Okay.
So
I think I'll have to go for him. I think it doesn't matter holding fire, just because the only difference they'll make is you'll just auto see me.
Auto see you.
But I'm pretty close, and I wouldn't be gone over anything.
Okay, so for him, you would need 6s.
All right, so let's try to get some 6s. Got one.
Got one.
Pretty
All right,
cool.
so it's AT 12? 11 versus my side armor 8. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
Let's see if I can bail
equal.
it. 5 up. Nope.
Okay, so he's fine. And with that, I think that's the end of German turn 2.
Yes.
All right, well, pieces are moving. This is kind of what we saw in that other game. It's like you're throwing a lot of bullets around, but we're really not hitting anything.
Right.
You bailed out one armored car, but that's it. All right, so on to Soviet turn 2. All right, starting step for the Soviets. Really, Sean, the only thing I have to do is bail back in here on a 4-up for these armored cars. And he's back in, which is going to be helpful because they need to get out of dodge. But sadly, their tactical and their terrain dash is 8 inches. They're not going anywhere really fast. Okay, so we're going to figure out our movement, and we'll be back. All right, so the movement step is done. The armored cars are bravely ordered to drive into the woods. I should have done that last turn to make it just harder for you to drive over there. I mean, if you don't deal with them and you get out of your armored half-tracks, you are, I can finally shoot something with their machine guns. Okay, over here, I did some successful cross-checks so I can point all my guns and stuff at these guys, but because they are careful, they're hit on 4s, it's still going to be really hard to hit them. 2 of my IS-2s did not move, so they're going to need 6s, and then 2 of my IS-2s did move, they're going to need 7s. So here we go, we're going to look for the 6s first, Sean. How about double 1s? Okay, well, and then 7s, so we need some more 6s. Nope. Alright, and then I think that's it for my shooting. So let's go to German turn 3. All right, German movement's done. What'd you do, Sean?
Just kind of moved up in here. I got everyone kind of in the... I don't have any little corner hanging out, but everyone just kind of in the hedges. Just got them out there because I'm assuming the reserves are going to come in over here. I'm kind of just going to try to set up shop in there and also be able to kind of stop these guys from just piling over easily. But yeah, kept those guys still.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. These guys are going to be a pain in my butt, I imagine. Okay, sounds good. Where do you want to start?
I think the only thing I'm going to shoot is probably the artillery into there. I just got to hope I get that 6.
Okay, well, let's just go for it. So we're looking for a 6 first attempt.
So I'll just say I'm spotting from this guy, because I think I'll actually be able to see.
Because he didn't move or shoot or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can get that 6. Nope.
Second attempt.
Again. Nope.
Third
Let's double those numbers. Nope.
Yeah. Okay, you've tried to range in. You've had 9 attempts.
Yeah.
So on averages, you should have got it by now. But there's always next turn. Okay, and then shooting.
I don't think I'm going to shoot this turn.
What about these guys?
I don't think it's worth it right now for them to shoot because I think I'm hitting on, probably hitting on 6s. No, 5s.
You'll hit on 5s if you shoot at a guy who moved.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah. So if you shot at the guy who's got his butt towards you, he would be a 6, I think. Right?
Yeah, I just don't think it's worth it at the moment to shoot, because then he's a 4-up to just move it to have it hit the turret.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and sorry, these guys are armor 11 or 10?
They're front armor 11, side armor 8, top armor 2. Yeah.
So I think I'll wait until there's some easier shots open up if they do.
Okay. Yeah, you can't, those guys can't hurt them from the front. All right, so in that case, are you telling me you're done?
I think that's it.
Okay, we're coming up to Soviet reserve time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's it. So we're going into Soviet turn 3. Starting step for the Soviets. I only got one thing to do, Sean, and that thing is to roll this die and
let's get that 5-0. Give me something to shoot. I need something to shoot.
Something to shoot. No, okay. I'm going to make you sweat it for a little bit. Okay, I gotta figure out movement. I'm probably not doing too much, but we'll see what we can do. Of course, those guys they're gone to ground, so they're gonna be even harder to hit.
I think they're living up to their name right now. Is the bed bugs.
The bed bugs. Yep. So yeah, let me look around and see what we got. All right, Sean. After 4 failed cross checks here, I'm not going to be doing anything my turn. Failed reserve, failed cross checks. Fates are telling me to pass the play on to you, so we're going to go into German.
Just shut those motors down and
do something. Reconsider your lives, guys. Okay, so we're going into German turn 4. Movement's done. You repositioned your Panzergrenadiers over here.
Yep.
Those guys sidled a little bit. Is that right?
Yeah. Basically, just so I can kind of cover this corridor a little bit better.
Between these 2 infantry platoons.
Yeah, and then just kind of angled them slightly. That's about it. And then attempted to blitz, failed it. Didn't move him. Didn't move him. Blitz these guys. Kind of shuffling around. Maybe like this one, I probably should just do like that.
Gotcha.
Even a little bit more, just to get that angle. There's just nothing to shoot guys. It's worth shooting because these guys I could spend all day. I'd be lucky to get 1, 2 would be like insane, and I wouldn't even be happy about it.
I like these guys backed into the field, just right in front of the Soviets. Like, don't worry about them.
I can see it being a little hard in real life. Like everything's a little bit smaller. If it's like a real field, it would be hard to see. You'd almost not even want your motor running, for anyone to hear you. So that's kind of what's going on. It's pitch black, guys. No moon.
Yeah. That's what I always imagined this scale. Anyway, it's like the real tank is somewhere tiny inside that footprint of the real model. But okay, so you are going to try to range in again.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's see. You're due a 6, so we'll figure out the once you roll that 6.
I think I haven't been getting enough heat on these things. So we get warmed up. Let's go. Oh man,
no, wrong way.
It's cold.
Second attempt.
It's cold.
No,
this one's it. When you get that one,
that's got to roll
flip
over.
it to the sit.
No,
I better save this one. Give this another shot later.
It's 2. Any shooting though? Oh, and these guys stay put too.
Yeah, I'm just not going to shoot there either. I'm kind of happy with them. If they move out into the open, then it's gonna be a feeding frenzy with my bed bugs. I don't know how they'll come out there, but yeah, that's it.
Okay, well then we're going into Soviet turn 4. Starting step for the Soviets. We're going to go straight to reserves. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Double reserves. I'm confident. No, I can't even roll a 5. Okay.
I was hoping for something. I want something to blast.
You're just kind of hanging out there. Okay, so we'll go into movement. I'm going to see if these guys can actually move this time. So it's done. Everybody passed their cross check. So I'm going to try to spot these guys. Here we go. I can see 16 inches. So the front 2 are the only guys who have shots. My company commander in the blue can't see anybody. So I'm just going to have 2 shots at your AA. Normally you're hit on 4s. It's going to be 5s for night, but you're not concealed, you're not gone to ground. Does that sound right? And then it's going to be 6s because of slow firing.
All right, and they're on close range, right?
They're close range to this guy.
Sounds good.
All right, let's see if I can nab some 6s. No, so close. Okay, and then that's my turn 4. So over to German turn 5. Look, targets.
Yes.
Of course, now you know at least I'm getting 1 platoon for sure next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, we've got movement done for the Germans. Over here, your infantry is finally out of their half tracks. We're kind of staring each other down through the darkness over this one objective. Your, what do we want to call them, peanuts, bed bugs, have come out to play. Those guys repositioned. What else did you move? Oh.
I think I sort of adjusted these guys with a blitz.
Oh, yeah, they blitzed, yeah.
And that's about it. I failed to blitz with these guys. And I'll just kind of prep for whatever shows up. I think that will be, because something's coming in, so at least.
Yeah, something's coming in for sure. Hopefully both things. But, I got to say, too, even though no one's died yet in this game, I'm enjoying it quite a bit because there's lots of strategy here on what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
All right, where do you want to start?
I think I'm just going to spot in there and then try to tag that 6.
Okay, so this is the same die, so hopefully you're due.
Yep. Come on, man. Let's go. There we go.
It is. Okay.
It just took only like 4 or 5 ones and it converted.
There we go. So we're gonna we'll do this off camera. The bombardment will come back with whatever Sean kills. Sean, you did what you've been wanting to do all game, which is range in on this infantry. But you didn't kill anybody, but you are ranged in.
Yeah, I had one chance and I failed it, but I'm happy I got that 6.
Yeah. That's the hard part. Okay.
Hopefully I don't need to re-range in for the whole game. Just keep pounding that spot.
Keep pounding that spot.
That was rough.
Unless you when you decide to assault, though.
Honestly, I'd want to just pound on my own guys if I
could. They're Nazis. Okay, over here, did you want these guys to shoot since they kind of came out to play?
They shoot, then you automatically spot me, but I think if you attempt to move, yeah, I guess I'll just take the shots. I don't think it really hurts to not to, because you'd have to roll like a 1, I think, to not be able to see me.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and put 3 shots into that guy. 4s, right?
So you need to see them first.
Oh, yeah.
So just know 1 probably. Oh yeah, you see them. Right. So yeah, just so I'm 3s normally, 4s for night because I'm out in the open and all that good stuff.
All right. 2.
2 hits. So we talked about this earlier. Those are the only 2 that are in range. You can't hurt him.
Right.
So that one goes away, and then him. If you had got 1 hit, I was going to try to swap it to him, but you got 2 hits. All right, let's do that. We're going to use our lucky.
Okay.
Because I don't want to die to a stupid one of these things. Here we go. This is probably going to come back and haunt me. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, I didn't want the pressure of the 5-up firepower, so that's all right.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Still, you would have got it if I had let that slide. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I had the medal ready to give to the guy, so.
All right, any other shooting?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, so we're on to Soviet turn 5. And auto reserves, yay! Let's see if we can unpin this infantry here. I do have my commissar alive, but a 1's not going to cut it. And then 3 dice for reserves. Just 1.
So is commissar just a boost to it, no reroll or anything?
It's not a reroll, yeah. It's just a better.
Okay.
So I think it's a 3 instead of a 4 for their rally, as long as he's alive. Or it might be a 3 to a 2, but either way, 1's not going to cut it.
Okay, I'll aim for him on the barrage.
That's funny. Whenever I play these guys against Jake, he's always like the first to die in a barrage. It just always lands on him. It's the blue hat. Okay, so what do I want to bring in? I need to think about this. All right, Sean, we've got some movement afoot. My T-34 85s drove on, terrain dashed over here to hide from your Panthers and whatnot, but to also threaten this infantry block. The BA-64 scout cars fired up their engines and are heading towards these guys as well. Those guys failed to unpin, so they're not doing anything. I did move out 3 infantry teams to clear the way for the tanks to claim hold down on this hill, but also see if I can get some maybe Panzerfaust shots into those guys or assault them or something.
Sounds good.
So with that, let's go into some shooting, shall we? I'm kind of tempted to go after your... Let me see if it's a different range bracket between the Yog Panthers and the regular Panthers. Let's see.
So these guys look like 13.
So I'd have to roll a 4 for them, and they're probably farther.
And these ones, these ones, this guy might be closer. It's going to be between 14 and 15, so under 15. And then this guy...
So both of them I need to roll a 4 on the vision
this
table.
This guy's also just over 12.
Yeah, so it's going to be 4s. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. So the big platoon, so I'm not going to roll for the commander first. I'll roll for the platoon first. And if they can't see any of those guys, my commander's not going to try to even bother. So let's see how far they can see. Oh, they can't see. Okay. So I guess let's see how far my commander can see. Okay. I need those for shooting. Okay. So they're both of those platoons are basically in range. I want to kill these guys because they might be out of command range of him. Maybe 1 or 2 tanks if that one's in command range.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Like this guy's just barely in there.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
but both of them are, yeah.
Not that guy.
Okay. All right, so let's have these guys shoot at your Panthers.
Sounds good.
So it's long range because you said it was beyond 16.
Oh no, sorry. I think it was. Let me see what. So this guy. So this is 16. So this guy's good. Oops, he's good. I'm hitting all your guys. I think this is the only guy that's short. This guy is
Okay.
good. Yeah.
So, and then my company commander would be short or long too. So 2 short, 2 long, basically.
I think it's just 1 long.
1 long. So 3 short, 1 long.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's still gonna be really hard to hit you, but because I'm on a hill, I do take away your concealment,
Oh yeah.
which takes away your gone to ground.
Gotcha.
But I'm still slow firing and at night, so it's still 6s to hit. Right? I'm doing that right? Your base hit 4.
Yeah, I think 6 is.
5 for night, and 6 for slow firing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
And then 7s for the long range guy. Actually, is he short range of one of those guys?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Then let's do that shot over there for just so it's a 6. All right, so these guys. Oh. And then that's a separate platoon, so unit. So it's 14 versus your rear, and we will put it on those 2 because those are the ones that are in command.
Okay. I'll just try to move 1. So 3 up. Nope.
No, okay. So it's firepower, right? You're
Yeah, I
only
think it's
side
straight up
5.
2 up to get those guys.
Okay. So as they lay, now here's where I wish I had kept my my reroll. Right? Oh no, got both.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I was thinking I was safe there. Let's see.
And then while you're brewing them up, Sean, this guy's looking for a 6 at a Yog Panther.
All right. Oh, you got it. This is rough.
Oh no. And
This is where I had to pray for the 1.
so the one that's in short range, you're going to have to eyeball it for me. Is it side or front?
Let's see. So this one, I think it's side.
Side, okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and try to move it. At least I have a chance here.
Yeah.
All right, let's try to move that on 3 up. Nope.
No, okay. Firepower, got him.
Boom. Oh, that was rough.
That was really rough. Okay, let's just enjoy that for a second because I did not expect that to. I thought maybe I'd hit 1 with those 4 shots, not 3 out of 4 6s. I'm going to do 2 Panzerfaust shots, which I think also need 6s because of night and slow firing. Right? So they got 1, and we'll put it on the. Oh no, it's just 4 inches range, so he's probably the only one that's in range.
Okay.
That goes right through, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a 5 up. Boom.
All right.
Just the Soviets. The Soviets showed up this turn. I don't think. I mean, I've got some machine gun shots here, but I might as well make you find me to shoot me until I can get to the vulnerable guys. And they can't shoot. And they won't shoot. And these guys are just going to be able to be mean and do whatever they want. But that was a great turn for the Soviets. So this will be interesting to see if this pays off, Sean, because I denied you the reroll.
Yeah, and he needs a 5 just to stay.
Yeah, and it's not reroll. Okay, well, let's go into German turn 6, I believe, right? Yeah, that was my 5. Yep. All right, starting step for the Germans, we've got, there's no remounts.
No,
So just a last stand for him.
Yep. All right. This guy needs a 5 up. Oh, he's out of here.
No, he's out of here.
But, I mean, 5 ups next to that guy is not likely anyway, so it's like, how many turns can
Just
you really
curious,
stay?
would you have got it if he was in range?
No, why re-roll it?
You re-roll it. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see if you would have got it. No, he would have gone anyway. But okay, so with that, that's 4 of your heavy tanks lost in it. That is devastating. But I say that you could still win quite easily. So let's go into let you do your movement. All right, just a quick clarification. Sean was really nice to let me do this. My original thought was here I was going to assault these guys with the infantry, but I blew up one with the Faust. I didn't think the other guy was in range, but he was in assault range. So I did assault, destroyed another one. The third one drove off, but then failed its morale check and ran away. So this is the state of this hill at the end of my turn 5, the start of your turn 6. We'll let you get back to your movement. Thanks, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
All right, movement's done. You want to go over what you did, Sean? I see something here. It looks interesting.
Let me try one more thing because I'm just barely out. I think I'm going to go ahead and have him try to blitz.
Oh, okay.
So let's make it that 3 up. All right, perfect. So he'll just go something like that.
Okay.
All right, I'm getting aggressive, guys. This was devastating. I didn't think there was going to be so many 6s. I also thought it was going to be concealed and gone to ground. I forgot about the hill.
Oh, yeah.
So I was kind of 50-50 on this. I kind of want to go for the win instead of dragging out, because when I had more, I could have maybe contested, bombarded, and just kind of hid in here, and the game might have gone pretty long, because I wouldn't be able to push you off. Like, we would just be attrition. It could go on for quite a while, especially if we don't hit. So it's 50-50 on this anyways. I'm going to come in here and try to just pummel these guys.
Okay, yeah, well, if you push me off, you win the game, so
yeah.
Let's see if it works. Where do you want to start with your shooting?
I think I can just go ahead and go with these guys.
Okay.
So I think one's going to get full rate, the other one not.
Okay.
Since you fired, I don't have to worry about that.
You don't have to worry about that.
So
I'm hit 3s normally, 4s for concealment. You're short range, right?
Yeah.
And then 5s for night, so you're looking for 5s.
All right. Bringing in the big guns. Let's see, 5 ups. No hits.
No hits.
Then I'll go with the Panther. Not as powerful. 2 shots.
2 shots.
Well, at least he was able to hit.
He knows how to hit. All right, which 2 do you want to tag?
Let's just go with the outer 2, I suppose.
So he's the company commander. So you want to put one on him? Actually, you'd have to. It's 1 tank shooting, so you'd have to pick what platoon is your target.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll just put on this platoon, the bigger one, because then. Yeah.
So which out of these 3, which 2 do you want?
I think these 2.
Okay. I'm good with that. So this guy is 15, so that bounces, and then this guy is penetrate.
All right, 3 up. Nope.
Failed out.
Let's see.
Okay, so that's all of your tanks. So where do you want to go next?
Right here, I'm going to go with, I'll just do 2 shots here, 3 shots here.
So they did not shoot, so you got to see if you could see them, unless you're within 4, I guess.
Oh yeah, let's just check that. Nope, just out. So let's just not roll that 1. Oh yeah, I'll have to roll anyways for those guys, so let's see.
Oh yeah, you see all.
So let's try to get these guys with this cannon.
Okay. So just 4s.
So I got 1.
Okay, and my side's 1. Your anti-tank you said is 9, so just go to firepower.
I'm not sure if it's 4 up or what it is, but I can do it.
Okay. Which one did you want to tag?
The closest one is fine.
Okay.
I'll just do 3 shots here with something.
The infantry?
So I got no hits.
No hits? Yeah, because you're looking for 4s with the night fighting. And
then I'm just going to come over here and try to take out as many guys as I...
we forgot, you dropped a line of smoke. We did that in movement, but it's, what happened in the first thing we do in shooting stuff. So basically to reduce defensive fire for when you go in with your assault. All right, where do you want to start with your shooting?
Actually, I'll shoot these guys first before I forget.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so I got 3.
We forgot. These guys drove up to get within 8 of these guys.
And since they shot, I don't have to worry about seeing them. So I think I'm going to just need 4s.
Sounds good.
Yep. Okay, that made it easy. All right. Let's do this thing.
Right. So you got your infantry and your half-tracks. So
I think that half-tracks will go ahead and just do their shots.
Let's do all of this machine gun shooting because it's very low percentage off camera, and we'll come back with what we get.
Sounds good. That's at the end of the turn,
End of the turn, yeah. Or end of the... yeah. So, sorry, we're back. The shooting, you got a couple of hits, but I made my saves. You failed the 1 firepower that I did fail my save on. So we're going to go into the assault. This is the exciting part. But if you want to do your shoot and shoots, we can do them now so we don't forget.
Okay, so I'll try to do the Nach Panthers, 3 up, and then also my commander, 3 up.
Gotcha. Now, one of those Nach Panthers moved, so he won't be able to scoot and shoot.
Oh, I don't think they can do it at all then.
Oh.
I don't think one guy can scoot and shoot.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just scoot and shoot the commander. Mainly, I just want to move this guy out, so he'll move to over here. Well, actually, the terrain doesn't even matter. For him, 4. And this guy, let's see if I can get out of...
Is he part of the platoon?
This guy?
Yeah.
He's kind of like an attachment. Like, I don't think he
Does he need his own scoot and shoot to do that, is the question.
Oh, I'm not really sure, but I kind of don't even need to shoot him.
Okay.
Or I'll just... I basically just want to turn him.
You gotcha. Just square up on that. Okay, cool. Well, let's we'll move these guys all into assault and figure out my defensive-fire, and then we'll come back.
Sounds good.
All right, we're gonna go in with so we're not going in yet. We're doing some defensive fire. So we figured out everything. Well, I need 5s to hit with these ones. So we tagged you twice.
All right.
So all these other ones need to hit. I need a 6 to hit you with this one.
Ooh.
And I need 7s, so that's not going to happen. No. So I got 3 hits. We'll just do, we'll make it easy. We'll just do the, 1, 2, 3 on the back.
So let's roll like...
So kind of as they lay. Here.
Ooh, using up my good dice.
All right, so now we're going swinging. You got to figure out what you're hitting on because you want.
So it's just, and this one's just your veteran status, right? Let me double check. But I don't think there was a hit on.
It's whatever their skill is, I'm sure.
So I'm looking at it.
Or assault.
Shoot, sorry. Not seeing it on there. I see reluctant veteran. Careful.
So I think you use your skill unless it's got something else. So you're hitting on 3s.
All right. Yeah. So it should probably roll each individual.
So you got 2 guys that can only kill him, basically.
All right, 3 up.
So he's dead. And then you got 1 guy that can kill him. And then you got 1 guy that can kill him. And then you got 2 guys that can kill the next guy. And then you got 1 guy that can kill that guy. Okay, well, pretty good so far. You killed 5 guys. Can I counterattack? So basically, boom, boom, boom. And then kind of as they lay, these guys kill on 3s as well. So we got the top 2. So it would be that guy and that guy.
All right.
Killing is just a bonus because I really just want to make you run away. I don't know what your motivation
5
is.
5 up, guys.
Oh, 5 up. Okay. You got this. Because
I get the 5 up, and I'm going to slaughter those guys.
You're probably going to slaughter them. Yep.
All right.
Let's see it.
This is a big one.
This is.
I think this could pretty close to the game. Ready? 5 up. Oh, the worst they get to get.
Okay. So they have to break off, and then I consolidate.
All right.
Germans end up there, and that's the end of the turn. So I survive 1 more round by the skin of my teeth, really. So now we're going into Soviet turn 6, and the last of my reserves auto come in, which is nice. And then we'll see what happens. So let's go to Soviet turn 6. Okay, so over here, Sean, I need to unpin. My commissar is still alive, so I unpin on a 3 up. Yay. And then we're going to bail back in with the scout car. I think it's a 5, so he stays out. And then I'm going to drive on my reserves. I can pick where they go, and then we'll go into my movement. All right, the trap is sprung. Does this feel like a trap? I've drawn you in and then pounced.
Well, it feels just as desperate as it was earlier, so.
All right, so the T-34-85s drove up. I'm glad they're light tanks because they're fast. They've got 12-inch tactical. So I'm going to get some machine gun shots. Most of these you'll get bulletproof cover on, but some of them maybe not. The armored cars moved up, same deal. Those guys sidled over. They didn't dig in because they actually had to move. This infantry platoon, I'm sick of this thing. They didn't do anything, but I need to get rid of them. Those guys are staying because they represent my best shots at your surviving tanks. And over there, this is probably a sacrifice move, but if you turn around and deal with them, then I got these guys up here and so forth and so on. So, are we ready for this?
I think so.
Okay. Let's start with those guys. Let's start with the low probability shots. So over there, I need 7s, I believe, to hit you. Because you're 4 base, 5 for concealment, 6 for night, 7 for slow firing guns. So let's see if I can tag a 7. We're going to go into the HQ Panther.
All right.
Okay. No.
That was the time to roll it, though.
Okay. Let's go with these guys. So the way we figured it out, these three have short range shots on your Yogg Panthers. And he is going to be shooting through the smoke at your regular Panther, your HQ Panther. So I think that's going to be 5s for those guys and 6s for him. Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here we go. We're looking for 5s. I'm just going to toss the HQ shot in with these guys.
Sounds good.
Nope. And then we're looking for a 6. No. So that's all my tanks done. Over here we've got, what is their armor?
Let me check. It's probably like 1 or 0.
If it's 0, I could hurt you with my SMGs. If it's 1, you're impervious to those.
It is 1.
Okay. So I've just got 2 Panzerfaust shots. We'll hand them off to these 2 guys. So those are going to need 4s normally, 5s for night, 6 because it's slow firing. Nope. Oh, yeah, 1. All right, we'll put it on this far one if you... No, you're too close to swap.
Can't move it, nothing to do about it.
5 up. Bailed out. It's a little bit less defensive fire anyway. Okay, and then we said we couldn't do that. So these guys have rifles. They're unpinned, so it's going to be 6 shots at infantry. I think I need 5s because I see you out in the open, but it's nighttime. So 6 shots with rifles at your infantry, looking for 5s. Okay, we got 4. We're going to tag...
Only thing I do is roll to see.
Oh, yeah. Didn't they shoot last turn?
Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah,
It's just kind of weird because they're in a different spot, you know? But,
yeah. So we're going to do that so we can avoid bulletproof cover.
all right, so what do I got there? I'll do the 2 closest to me.
Okay.
3 up. And
Good.
then the 2 closest to you, 3 up. So it looks like that back guy.
Back guy dies. Okay. Then I lined it up so that 4 of my armored cars could shoot. This guy obviously doesn't have a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And they can target guys out in the open. And, if I get more than 3 hits, I'd splash to that guy for bulletproof cover.
Sounds good.
But it's going to be 12 shots total, 3 for each armored car. And these are also going to be 5s. So we've got 3. So 1 for each one of these guys.
All right. 3 ups. Oh, to the closest.
So those 2?
I think... Shoot,
Or
sorry.
these
I think
two.
it was these 2. But
Gotcha.
yeah.
So then he would jump there.
Yeah.
And then those 2 would die. Were these guys pinned from the assault because they had to break off?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, and then let's do these guys. So he's got an open shot. No, he doesn't have an open shot. I can't see him anymore because we switched him to a small base. He's got an open shot on him. And then I think everyone else is going to be shooting over this stone wall. So he's going to get bulletproof cover. So let's figure that out. More machine gun shots. So this one's out in the open, so it's going to be 5s targeting him. So we got 1 there and 1 there, and then these ones need 6s because it's going over a wall, giving you concealment. We got 3 more.
All right.
So those, I think those have to go all on him because I don't think those tanks can see him.
Okay, so there's a total of 4 on him?
So 4 on him, yeah.
So I'll do the 3 ups on him. So failed 1.
So I need another 6 to kill you.
Oh,
okay.
And this one guy has 1 save. 3 up. Oh, he's dead.
That's the platoon.
All right. I think that's about it.
So I can't assault because I killed everybody. I got this assault. I want to do assault here. Do they have...
They just have the Shreks.
They just have the Shreks. So we'll move into contact like that. He could probably back him up. He could probably back him up. And then him. Probably. Let me see if he's in range. So he would be like that, and then he would back up one of those two guys. He could probably back up him. Okay, I think that's it. So now your defensive fire. You
I
got.
think these guys will be gone too.
Oh, do they go?
I think the transports go.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to complain, but since they're armored transports, I wasn't. No, that's right. I think that's right. Okay, your defensive fire.
All right, let's just do 4 strike shots.
Woo.
All right, so I need 4s.
Yeah, because I'm 3 base.
So I got 1 hit.
And I'm good. So let's do this off camera because I'm not sure exactly what we're doing here. All right, and you'll see there's no more of the bed bugs. Now I wanted to call them bumblebees. And that's the end of my turn. So we're going to go to German turn 7. All right, and with that attack collapsing, really, Sean, you don't have anyone with an 8 to contest. And at the start of turn 6 and afterwards, we're on your turn 7. If you're not within 8 of either objective, it's a Soviet victory. So, Soviet victory, that was a really interesting. I enjoyed the game, but the dice kind of skewed it for that one turn. I rolled really well and kind of kicked the game into overdrive. But that said, you barely, you almost won here. If you had passed your counterattack, you would have slaughtered those 3 guys.
Yeah, if I rolled hot again, or at least around 50%, or no, if I would have rolled average.
Yeah, because you had 5 guys left. So 5 guys, 3 up should kill those spot on.
Yeah, so, because I think I only failed 1 attack. So even if I got that 1 attack, I don't think I would have got the crucial guy.
I don't think you even failed 1 because
it
was a double up. Yeah, yeah. So you killed that target anyway. But yeah, so night fighting's interesting because you don't kill a ton. I mean, those guys took it on the chin, but they were assaulting, and really you lost 4 tanks. I guess you lost the AA too, but those little cars, the bed bugs are annoying, but they didn't do anything. But they were freaking me out the whole time.
Yeah, it's more the shame of getting killed by 1.
You kill 1 IS-2, you double your points back.
Yeah, because it's basically it's mainly just deadly if I can get all 6 shots.
Yeah.
Because of the +1, all that stuff. It's pretty hard. So yeah, they did that what they was hoping they would do. I think my biggest mistake was I put this too close to here. At first I was gonna put it back here, and I started measuring this thing. I shouldn't have worried about the house that much because I was a little afraid because I only had 1 squad of infantry, but it would have been easier to assault if I was able to use the half tracks. Because here I didn't want to have to do the cross check as +1 to assault. Right. Mm-hmm. But I think if I could have caught some in the open here, I could get it to where you were hitting me, on the, what is it? So it'd be 4s, 5s are being slow firing pinned down, and 6 with the knight. I think would have been pretty safe from 2 Panzer strike shots.
Yeah, to do armored assault is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, so that was a really dumb move to go here. I think if I put it here, I think I would have a lot better shot.
Well, technically it could have gone, it had to be more than 8 inches away from the edge, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it could have been anywhere over here, really.
Yeah.
And that would have been because my turn 1, I got this far, but I didn't have enough room to hop from here and get more than 1 guy in this building. So I would have been out in the open and then trying to get on it at least an extra turn or 2.
Mm-hmm. And also the trying to range it on the trees was not a smart thing. I think if I would have had it out here, I could have maybe put it somewhere in the open to try to get the +1 in there.
Yeah, that was tough because your artillery didn't do anything. It didn't kill anybody.
It did do the pin, which I needed.
It did do the pin. And it did do the smoke, which might have saved you in defensive fire a guy.
Yeah, it's pretty close. You might have been able to... It was pretty close to pin... I think you got 3...
I got 3 hits out of... But then I still had 2 shots, which needed 7. So they would have needed 6s. Probably not, but... Yeah, and I think the forcing you to do that was big, and that only happened because these guys 4 shots got 3 6s, which is amazing. Sam, I hope you're watching this far because, with your IS-2 woes, I'm sure you appreciate seeing IS-2s do well. And then what did you think about this move of bringing the IS-2s there to put pressure on you?
I kind of didn't care just because the game really, because like they would never make it over there in time, so they were really not in the game.
Yeah, bringing them in here would have brought them about here, which is still at least another turn drive, and bringing them there, they're even slower than these guys, and so it would have taken like 2 turns to get here.
Yeah, because like the only thing is, if I could have fell back into like all the way into here, then I would have had a chance because you would have, because I think I could have survived if I had 5 guys in bulletproof cover.
Yeah.
And then you would have to assault. I think
because you could have got 2 guys in here and 3 guys lined up back here.
Yeah, if I could have just done a little bit more, because especially if I could have got back here, it would force you to stay back a little bit, and then I would just have to kill those 3 guys. Like, you'd have to either assault the guys out there, and I could and then defeat me. And if I still survive, I just really only had to kill the 3 guys. At that point, that weren't bulletproof. It was still like a low chance, but at least it was still something to keep the game going. But those guys usually do the most work. I think is my vampires. Because the tanks have not really killed much previously either. Just it's hard to hit.
It's so hard to hit. Yeah, I mean the thing here was what I was thinking about was if it had gone on, maybe I could take out those guys and then break your formation would be the other thing.
Yeah, I forgot about the hill. Honestly, the Nach Panthers didn't do anything. I should have just maybe kept him.
The Nach Panthers there. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I could, if I got him to here, I could see all the way to here.
Yeah.
So it would have been enough to.
And you could still overwatch the objective here.
But I guess I only got 32, so maybe not. I probably couldn't do that because I only get... That's still pretty good.
No, they should have 40. Because the Panthers have 40. Oh,
I got to rely on the owl to do the 32 inches.
Oh, gotcha.
So...
Gotcha. Cool. Well, I appreciate the game, Sean. That was exciting and pretty tactical. Even with the bad luck, you were, just like 1 die roll away from probably winning this game. If you had made that counterattack roll, but it was a 5-up, so that's tough.
Yeah, 33. I was so happy with those chances just because there was no other option. Really.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't survive another round. You just slaughtered my platoon when you got in there. That was good. So it's a win for the Soviets, Soviet Berlin force, which I don't get to say that very often. So. Thanks. I do want to mention that, Sean, you are looking at collecting your first bolt-action army.
Yeah, I'm looking to try to get more to... Because I really like the infantry, so it'd be nice to have a little bit more of an individual thing. And then, the tanks are great, but I would almost want to just be maneuvering 1 tank to, like, take shots. Because here, there's... It has a different feel.
It's a completely different game, for sure. So. And I've only played the last version's starter battle 2 or 3 times. And I had a good time. My big thing that turns me off from bolt action is I need to collect double the terrain.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably get by with this stuff, right? And the roads and the fields, but like buildings, no.
Yeah, because it's almost like on purpose where it's in between. Because like this is pretty wide, and it does look like that's not correct.
Yeah, I think these were made by the Tiger model.
Oh, okay.
I think that they're wider.
But I have cobblestones and stuff too. I'm pretty excited for it. I think I'll start with European Germans just because that's like the easiest to have opponents.
Yeah.
Because there's like 4 nations at late war or whatever that can fight them. Probably do Soviets, but there's just a lot of cool stuff in there. Hungarians, I like how they have their unique stuff, and then the French early war look awesome. So there's just a lot of cool stuff in there.
I love my early war French for Flames of War. That's like one of my favorite armies of all time.
Yeah, not doing too much. And I'm also looking for, I do like how Flames of War is simpler. They kind of simplified the armies. Like, SS don't really have any more special rules. These have the, 3-up but hit on 4s and stuff.
Better stat, yeah.
And it's not that much more in bolt action, but I'm just looking through the rules where, you can kind of customize some of your stuff, like make them fanatics. Just a little extra on there. And then, you have the models, you can do the Alpine troops or whatever. There's a little bit more available now that you can kind of customize the look.
All right, well, there you go, guys. I know we got off on a tangent, but it's always fun to chat about gaming. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.